Hello, Dr. Francis. I have done all I could and I'm not getting interviews. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. My resume is okay. I think I know what to do as a Scrum Master. I don't just know why I'm not getting calls. I get a lot of calls from recruiters, but at the end of the day, nobody get back to me. Does it sound like you? Okay, today we're gonna solve that puzzle, right? One of the reasons why, despite the fact that you feel that you have done all you can and you're not still getting calls. So we're going to solve that puzzle. Someone gave me a call a couple of days ago and said, oh, I've done all I can and I'm not still getting a call. I said, okay, then you need to practice Scrum. And she said, what do you mean by practicing Scrum? I said the fact that you not still getting call means that there's something missing. You can do all that you need to do and you don't get calls. You need to practice. One of the reasons why coaching is very important. Okay, guys, I'm not here to talk about coaching, but before I get to talk about some of the 10 powerful way to leverage LinkedIn. Now, if you have only LinkedIn and no other job profile, you can get a job as fast as possible, which is what I'm going to share in this video. But then before I go to share about the top 10 things which LinkedIn can do for you, which I think a lot of you are not even leveraging up to 1/10 of those, let me talk a bit about coaching. Now, sometimes when we say you need coaching, it's not because we need your money. Nobody needs your money, right? So one thing about coaching, which I really, really talk about everyone, which if you reach out to me for coaching, you will realize that I don't persuade you to come get coaching because I'm doing you a favor, not you doing me a favor, right? What I need to do is to deliver what I can deliver at my best. And someone that understands the value will step into it. So one of the reasons I don't negotiate price with people, one of the reasons I tell you this is what you need to get. And definitely we don't overtax people, overprice people. A lot of people have not yet noticed that they're getting in for a six-figure job, which they need to do everything possible to kind of keep them. But we're not getting there. But then for those who really, really want to get there fast and do the right thing, I always say you need coaching. I've had people are getting into their job. They very, very much afraid. They don't know what to do. They don't know what to expect. They don't want to lose it. Why? Because they did not take the time to practice. And what I'm going to share today is part of what I teach in my community. This is what you can learn by going online, by doing Scrum or so. If you've been following my platform for a while, you realize that what you learn there, you're not going to learn it somewhere else, right? This is the difference. The difference is not someone that is coaching or teaching Scrum Master. Some people say, oh, I know someone that's teaching Scrum and they just charge $1,000. Oh, I know someone that, okay, everyone can teach, right? But not everyone is going to give you what you need to make it. So you need to identify what you need. If you just need to be part of online, then I think if you follow there are a lot of people that follow my platform, they got what they need to get a job, right? This is just to tell you that my goal is not to get your money. My goal is to tell you what you need. Okay, for those who want to be Safe Scrum Master certified, our Safe Scrum Master certification, the next one is coming next Monday, which is going to be the 29th of August. If you've been there, okay, that might just be the only thing you need to step forward. You want to make sure you're plugging in. We give you the best of the best. We explain the concept to the baseline for you. So check the link below to register or just send me a text and you can get registered. And for those who are in the market and you feel like, I don't know what to do, or you want to take it to the next level to coaching, we also have a practicing community. You can reach out. All right, without wasting much time, let's talk about the top 10 things which you can do with LinkedIn. There's so much you can do with LinkedIn. So I'm going to be sharing my profile and I'm going to work on it step by step. If you are in a category where you have not been able to bypass the recruiters and get re-interviews, then this one is going to help you. Now, the next phase, if you are actually getting reaching the recruiters, getting interviews, and you're not moving forward, then you need practice. You don't need any other stuff. You need practice. You need to sit in a real environment. You just need a couple of stuff to tweak around. Sometimes when I hear people talk about, say, tell me about yourself. And when they talk, I say, okay, you know exactly what to say, but when I listen to you, I can immediately tell that you've not been in a practicing fee. Why? Because there's certain languages we're looking for that's missing. Okay. Now, what are the 10 things I'm going to talk about today concerning LinkedIn, how you can leverage LinkedIn? Now, the first one I'm going to focus on, which is like the basic, which kick a lot of recruiters away, are going to be your profile picture. I'm going to talk about number 2, the headlines of your LinkedIn. Number 3, I'll talk about your about this section. Number 4, I'm going to talk about the job descriptions and the logo. Number 5, I'm going to talk about your education. Number 6, I'm going to talk about your skills and endorsement. Number 7, I'm going to talk about recommendation. Number 8, I'm going to talk about content and connection. Number 9, which is I'm going to talk about job search. I keep number 9 job search because I want you most of you are using LinkedIn already for job search, but you're getting the first 8 rounds, so your effort is going in vain, which is why I'm doing it in priority. And then number 10, I'm going to talk about leveraging LinkedIn Premium and the power of LinkedIn Premium. Okay, let's get started and see how far we can go today. It's a Monday. I'm super excited to be here. There's so much to be done for this week. And if you're paying attention, this is not a waste of your time. This is what you're missing. So I don't want you to fast forward this video and go to the end just to look at the job search. If you're getting job search and you're not getting called back, it means you're missing a lot. So start learning from the foundation. All right, I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. I'm going to give you like part of what those who are within my inner circle can actually get. So before you even get every stuff out, we've already digest that for and back, which is the reason why you want to be in the inner circle. If you need to be in the inner circle, hit me up and be part of our coaching community where we make it real. We bring it very, very close to you. Okay, let's get started. Now, the first thing you want to pay attention to on LinkedIn is going to be your profile, right? Your profile, which means the way you appear. Now, if I click on my name here, this is definitely me. The profile picture is what attracts the attention of recruiter. They want to see some, at least you want to be professionally presented. Remember, I always say Scrum is a leadership role. It's not just like any other role that you say, oh, a lot of people, with all due respect, people from the nursing field say, oh, I just need to put my profile there and I get called. So I don't understand why I'm not getting called. Now, welcome to the leadership space. They need you to go an extra mile to get calls, right? Which is the extra mile we're going now. Okay, if you look at where my profile picture is, there's a solid background. My face is up. I'm smiling. I'm well dressed. It's very important. Now I'm going to randomly, if your profile pop up here, I did not mean it. I'm just using LinkedIn for demonstration. That might also be a plus for you. So I want to search Scrum Master, right? And I want to search Scrum Master in people. And I want to be able to pull you a couple of profile. Okay, this is a profile that are unacceptable. All right, let me even go to my connection, those who are connected with me, not third party. Let me go to those who are connected with me. All right, the first profile titles, this is unacceptable as a profile. And this also show that it's not professional. Project coordinator, the background, you just like, it doesn't show that professional. Um, there's also so much missing on your profile, which you can improve. So most often, if recruiter come to your profile and they're comparing it side by side with someone profile, let me just pick someone that might have like an outstanding profile. Who am I gonna pick? Okay, if I pick this, this is kind of outstanding profile, although I'll prefer a background here. You can see that there's a bit different with the headline. Look at the photo, right? Smiley, professional. They're going to pick a profile over you. Now, let me also look at a profile of another person. Whose profile am I going to pick? Now, let me pick one of the profile which we've worked on. One of our practicing Scrum Master. I'm gonna pick somewhere this spell with double M, one N. Nice. Just guess it's. Ooh, okay. I'm missing this. I want to pick a profile, one of our students, one of those one of our coaches, right? He actually passed through us and he's now a coach with us so that you can be able to get what we are talking about. when it comes to profile, how your profile should look like. I just want to make sure that we are having the right stuff. Okay, I can find that profile. All right. Okay, I'm gonna look for a different one. I want to show you an example of a clear profile. Just bear with me. I'm getting you there because I need you to get the right stuff going. That is why I'm peculiar about the profile which we want to show you. Okay, let's look at this one. Okay, this is one of our Scrum Masters who we've worked with and who they're in the market now. Look at the profile. Look at the profile picture, right? It's standing out. Look at the headline. Look at, if you go down, look at the section, the different section about us, experiences. You have all the job experiences. You also have the skills and other stuff. This is how your profile should stand out. This is what we expect, especially with profile picture. Let me kind of also just search a bit on a couple of in profile. Now, this is also a great profile for coach. Now, although the background's a bit distracting, but you realize that the facial smile just facing forward covers the other area, right? Although there's still so much to do on this profile. Okay, the about is okay, perfect. It's just simple and good. All right. Let's look at also another kind of profile that might be disqualified. I'm gonna still put Scrum Master. I will look at the people, and I want people that are connected to me because I can see their full profile. All right. I definitely don't really recommend you putting open to work. For me, this is just my opinion though. For me, this seems like I'm a bit desperate. Okay. I'm going to also come about this connection. If your connections are not up to 500, you're missing a lot. Also, I'll talk about this later on. You can still put open to work without putting this badge. This badge just make you feel a bit desperate. I love this profile picture. The smile is great. Yeah. And also the background is also good. All right, so that's the first thing you should pay attention to. Let me kind of look at also one. You don't want to also just do this, right? Just do this Scrum Agile. They want to see your face, right? They want to see the person that are representing. So this doesn't really serve you well. Uh, Although not everyone pay attention to LinkedIn profile, but we're talking about those who are going to pay so much attention on LinkedIn profile. Okay, so let me also, I want to find one other one, which is out of which you should not really go with. This is a great profile. One thing about this profile is that you can see that you can picture the face right from the attractive, right? This one is good, but then this one, if you can make it more stand out, the face more out, this is gonna be awesome, right? And sometimes a solid background is perfect. Let's look at this background. Don't see a standard. A solid background is going to be perfect. That's number one. Now, let's look at number two, headlines. Your headline need to be super outstanding. This is where when you send someone a friend request or what feature out is their headline. So their name and what are some of the key qualifications. You don't just want to put Scrum Master, you want to be able to put some key leadership role. Let me kind of search another person and who I think you have a great profile as well. Okay, so if you look at her profile, you will realize that she's a Scrum Master. This is also a great profile. The profile picture is great. Now, if you have a background that is not plain, try to blur it out. There's so many apps you can use to do this. But you see, Scrum Master help the company enhance. This is outstanding, right? This is outstanding. And you can be able to say that, oh, this is good. I can leverage this. So make sure that your headline, some of the profiles I've shown, you can just search them up, copy and replicate what's on the headline for you. No one is going to charge you that to do that. So your headlines, make sure that they are keywords that are reflecting you as a Scrum Master. Let me just go to my messaging sector. Now, look at this. When this person kind of write to me, their headline pulls up, right? It gives their name and their headline. I'm going to go through a couple of people I've been exchanging. It gives their name and their headline. So when you write to somebody, this is what appear. So if you don't have any headline, what is going to appear? See, all of them have headlines, so that you don't only just look at their name, you can look at their headline and what they're doing. So it's very, very important for you to have your headline. So your headline is like what says you, managing director, consulting delivery. You can already see all of that in action. But then if you go to someone that doesn't really have a headline, it's going to be difficult to see exactly what they do. Certified Scrum Master, Agile, to say, okay, this is also a good headline. But now for this, I'm not going to recommend this profile picture, because your profile picture should cut somewhere around the chest level, right? Let your face stand out. Let your face stand out. This can be good for a more sociable stuff, but for leadership, you want to be able to kind of do business casual. It's very important. Business casual is very important. That sets you out a lot. All right, so headlines, very important. If you also look at my own headlines, you realize that I try to capture not just what I do about Scrum, but other aspects that I do. 5-time author, book writing, a business and leadership coach, team building. I can already feature a whole lot of that on my profile. Now, the third thing you want to pay attention on your LinkedIn profile, it's going to be your job description. Very important. No, about. Third thing is about. Now, right here, if you don't have this, you need to add this. There's a section called about kind of give a history of your capability. A lot of people want to read about your about. I'm not going to use my about. My about might be a bit too complicated, because I'm a bit advanced into Scrum. So I want to kind of search. Let me look at one of the recent one that I just used, and let's look at her about and see what she actually wrote in there. So about, perfect. So easy to read. Someone can easily kind of read that and understand what she's up to, right? So about you kind of also say you, this is more like what we're going to say, a cover letter. Your about is your cover letter. I have worked on leading edge technology for over 15 years. This is your cover letter. It says you. People that, or most of the recruiters that are really, really going to hire directly from the company, that are working directly from the company, they take their time to go through your profile before they actually reach out to you. So we're talking about leveraging LinkedIn. So your about should really talk about you. It doesn't really need to be long. I'm giving you a hack, right? Disclaimer, I'm not the guru, but I'm giving you what has worked for me, what has worked with some of the students I coach. What you want to do, get to someone. I'm actually using her because I've noticed that she has a good profile. I can go here, look at the way she plays her stuff, kind of copy this, then tweak it to personally fit me. You don't want to copy this and just dump somewhere and start working on it, right? You look at it, right? You copy with innovation. There is nothing that you're going to start from fresh. Everything is already there. What you need to do is to copy it with innovation. Okay. You know that if you don't have an about section, you can always add it on a profile. Let me go to my profile and show you what I mean. Now, if I kind of click on this editing, I have an option to add a new section. I can add a new position on my profile, or I can just add a new education. I can add more info. There should be a plus button for you to add more new section. If you don't yet have all the full, your profile is not fully optimized, you will see a button somewhere to add a section. Yeah, because I already have all of the section. It's not giving me that, okay, I've exhausted all the full packages. So it's only giving me an option to edit maybe some of my personal profile and all of that. So we want to be able to, and LinkedIn also gives you, you probably will not need this, an option to add your website and also have to link people to your website, but you don't need that for now. All right, that's about. The next thing you want to pay attention to is your job description. A lot of people come to the job description and there is nothing but just a logo and the company. You want to make sure you have the company, the logo is pulling up. You want to make sure that you have the same thing that's on your resume is what should reflect on your LinkedIn. Now, this is one thing a lot of people also don't pay attention and sometimes, okay, I'm not a legal or someone advisor, but from what I know, if you're in a contract position, by regulation, you should not be there for more than 24 months. So sometimes when companies look at you've been in a contract position for, let's say, 36 months, let's say more than 3 years, and you're not yet converted to a full-time hire, it kind of gives a bit of credibility for those who understand what they're looking for. Some people will not really care, right? Because they just want to outsource talent. But if you're doing that, also be conscious of the fact that when you're in a contract position, it should not be more than 24 months. Maybe you want to get a bit above that. Except like in Scrum, you may have a contractor hire you as a full-time and it's outsourcing you to now a third party. So you're a full-time to the contractor, but then the end client, you can continuously work with them as a contractor. Those are a few cases that are there. So if you want to now put full-time, it should not be with the end client, like, yeah, this is my end client. My end client is CBRE. That's the person I'm working for. But the person that actually hired me is not CBRE, right? It's Ambrick. It's another company. Okay, perfect. You want to make sure that you're having full description of your job right here. They want to see what you're doing. And you want to kind of leverage what we call value statement. Value statements are very, very important. We can talk more about value statement on your resume subsequently. Okay, the next part about your resume, which is stand out, is your education. You want to make sure that you put your key education. One thing which is very important is the logo. If you went to a school that they don't, how do the logo pull up? They need to have a physical presence on LinkedIn. If your university don't have a presence on LinkedIn, it's high chances that you will not find their logo on LinkedIn. So what do you do if all your university you go or you went to another LinkedIn? It probably kind of show a bit of discredibility. Let's see this. Let's see this one with the logo and this one with the logo. This one, like, you can actually see that, oh, there's something kind of missing about this. We cannot find this university, right? So how can you get the logo appear? They're not on LinkedIn. It's just, this was just like a small, I did French breakthrough with them, more like improving on my French. But then the school or the community, the learning center is not on LinkedIn. So I want to, okay, let me show you one of the secrets. Now, for those who are constantly updating their profile, if you want to update your profile, look at this, look at this, look at this, pay attention. If I come here and I want to edit my profile, you always want to make sure that this button is turned off, right? If not, anytime you make an update, they're going to broadcast a message to all one in your net notification that, hey, James just had a new position. So always make sure this is turned off, okay? Perfect. Now, that was the about education. Let's go to number 5, which is about skills and endorsement. Super, super important. I'm going to show you about skills and endorsement and how these actually this is where a lot of people are not visible. You may have all of these, but let's look at this. There's a section called, you can also add all your license here. There's a section called skills and endorsement. A lot of people don't pay attention to this section. You want to make sure that all the skills that are listed are relevant to the job. How does it help you on the skill section? Let's kind of try to search a job for a moment. Let's go, this LinkedIn job. If I go here and I say, I want a job of a Scrum Master, right? And I click right here. I want a job of a Scrum Master, and all of them pull up, and I click Scrum Master. Now, see what's going to happen right here. I'm going to pull this down. Realize that they say that, you see right here, skills that they need. So if they're looking for someone for this role, you realize that I have just about 1, 2, 3, 4 of the skills in my own skills capacity, right? Which means that I have not listed interpersonal skills, I've not listed Java, I've not listed Microsoft PowerPoint, Analytic, and Tenable Nexus. So I will not really be listed as a top candidate for this job because my skills doesn't match. This is where skills are very important. So if I notice that, oh, these are good skills, I need to go to my skills section and I want to add interpersonal skills, Java, Microsoft, and PowerPoint. So this is how job search in LinkedIn help you to know what you're missing. So I just need to go back to my profile right here, and I go to the section where it says keys. Right here, I go to a section where it says keys. Where's that? And okay, this is keys. And I want to, I'm missing something. Okay. Languages, endorsement, courses. Okay, this is key section. I just go here and edit, and I want to add more skills, interpersonal skills. Okay, you see, I added interpersonal skill, industry knowledge. Okay, I want to go on skills. Where do I even need to add these keys? All right, it's been a while using LinkedIn, guy. Just bear with me. Let me see how to do that. Okay, I want to add keys. No, I'm not endorsing. I just want to add. Oh, I've reached 50 maximum. Okay, so I probably will want to. I did not even know they have maximum. See, I probably will want to go somewhere in here, look for some of the skills that might not really be relevant for me. I have 16 endorsement, grant writing, marketing, research, natural management, environmental awareness, data analysis, sustainability, agile coaching, Scrum, Microsoft Access, Microsoft Office, public speaking, capacity. I'm trying to look for those keys that are not really relevant and take them out. Okay, I can take out customer service. Probably would not really need you. I'm deleting these keys. Right. Research, marketing, policy analysis, sales, market analysis. These are important skills for me. Research and development, non-profit program development, proposal writing, business analysis, project management. Ooh, okay. So there's so only much key that you can take. Now, all right. So let me add this one, interpersonal skill. So this was deleted and I can already add this one there. Okay, perfect. Back to skis. We go back to ski. Okay, right here, I can add a ski. I can add, let me add Java. I want to add Java as a ski right here. So you see, I can add that Java. So we after look at how you can leverage your skis. This is a new one I just added, Java. One of the stuff you can also do with skis is that you can be able to reorder your skis to make sure that the one that you want to be at the top, as say at the top, you can actually reorder that. You see right here, you just click on this dot reorder. You want to make sure that the top skis that you want them to see at the top, for instance, I want agile leadership to be at the top. So I move Java down and leadership comes to the top. I also want I probably want, let's say, agile project delivery somewhere to be at the top. I can actually put that. So, and I want, let's say, project management to go right to somewhere over here. I can do that. Um, Program development, if I want that to go a bit upper, I should do that. And I want, let's say, one of the top skills I'm missing here is agile project delivery. So it's something you need to always kind of update, right? So you see, you can reorder that. All right, perfect. That was it. Now, the next thing we want to look at, the next thing we want to look into is going to be okay, now endorsement, very important. Some of you have these keys right here, but right here you see leadership, you see I have 27 endorsement. It's good for you to have your top skills get at least 30 to 50 endorsement. This help you to really rank up really very, very high when they are searching for someone with that skills. How do you endorse? It's very simple. So if I go to, let's say, Annie, and I go to their skills set, what I'm seeing, see, endorse here. So I can endorse her for these skills, right? Maybe the top 10 skill. And then I'm going to send her a personal message, right? I send her a personal message and I say, I'm just going to, very brief message. Hi, Annie. Um, I just endorse your top 3 skills. Would you mind endorsing me back? Right. So, thank you. And of course, she is going to go on my profile and just do the same thing. So if I do this for, let's say, I go to another person, let's say I go to Adekumbi, I do the same thing. I go right there, I endorse her for governance. Now, look at Adekumbi, see you're a Scrum Master, but you see the top skills that feature here are governance, contact center, and customer satisfaction. You're not leveraging LinkedIn. You need to make sure that you also only have 4. You have 50 skills that you have not listed, right? You want to make sure you rearrange this. So I want to make sure you rearrange this. So if I go here, I can also just message her and like, hi, Ade Kundi. I just endorse your top 3 skis. Would you mind endorsing my skis too? Okay, perfect. So this is what you do. And remember, if you kind of do 10 every day in 1 week, you'll get a whole lot of endorsement and you're good to go. Okay, perfect. So we know exactly what to do now to get endorsement and to get the skills. This really help a lot to put you out as a professional. Remember, we're still on number 5. There's still 5 more. I'm going to try to run out through them. Now, the next one is going to be recommendation. Very important. Recommendations are people talking about you. So you can, for those who are in my coaching group, you can come to me and ask a recommendation. Now, there's a section called recommendation, right? So if I need to ask a recommendation, I just need to go in here and ask someone, ask a recommendation. Let me ask, with my team, let me ask, for instance, Sandra. Oh, let me ask Salima. I'm gonna go here and I say, hi Salima, would you write me a recommendation? I will be grateful. Thank you. Okay, so Salima is definitely going to receive this message, and then she's gonna write a record. Oh, you are senior Salima work with me in different group, the same group, yes. Position for which you are the same group, position for which you are in there. It's gonna be okay, perfect. And then I send to her, and then she's gonna write me a recommendation about that. So, and then we're gonna take it from there. So we'll do that. Yeah, we'll do that for as many people as we want. We know them, right? We can recommend if you're in a coaching group, like those from the coaching group, that's a benefit. You have a whole lot of people that could give you recommendation. That could give you recommendation. So we can do that. Now, that's the next step. It's about content and connection. Content is very important. I can't overemphasize on this. Now, if you go to my profile, what are you going to see? You're going to see right here 18,000 impressions in the last 7 days. The impressions are coming for those who are viewing my content. Okay, this morning, I just share a piece of content right here. Just key knowledge. You don't need to be an expert to share content. Like, okay, see, I have about 1,000. The more people visit your profile, the more you stand out. Right. So if you don't know how to create content, let me give you a secret. Now, here I've listed 5 important reasons why you need a business coach. Uh, you can come here and just pick now, first thing for you to get content, you can reshare. You can come and just reshare this post. If you agree, don't reshare a post without reading. If you agree with what is here, you can reshare it, add to your content, but you also want to make sure that you are putting in content. One of the way to get content, let's say that if you go on the let's say if you go on the just type, let me do popular Scrum Master or Scrum Master blocks, right? Let's do Scrum Master blocks. I want to look at Scrum Master, hire Scrum Master blocks, Scrum Master service. I just go right here and I want to look for those who are writing schedule on Scrum Master block. Okay, scrum.org. Let's go to scrum.org on the blog. Scrum.org, they put out content every day that helps you to be able to understand what Scrum is all about. Now, if I go to their blog section, let me see, innovation community resources, resources, Scrum learning path. Okay, the 3 pillars. I click here. I can come here and see what happened. I do a screenshot of this and I say, okay, 3 pillars of Scrum you need to know as a Scrum Master. That is a post already. And then I can put learn more on scrum.org. Or I can just come here and read about inspection. Inspection in this context is not an inspection by an inspector or auditor. I read this and I put it in my own word and I create a post. It's very easy for you to do that. So this is the work a lot of us are not doing on LinkedIn, but we are expecting to get a job, right? You need to do the work in order to get a job. These are possible ways you can leverage LinkedIn to work on your favor. As you're adding all of this section, which I'm discussing, what is happening for you is that what you are growing, you are becoming as what we call you're becoming as a subject matter expert. Now, I have a lot of people reach out to me every day. Do you want a position? Do you need job? Do you need this? Why? Because I am constantly engaging. My suggestion is popping up because other people are also sharing to them. I've also had other people that my connection like, oh, there's an opening in my company and I see what you're doing. So you can also do this. It doesn't take one day to do this. I did not just start doing this, right? This is about consistency. I've been putting content on LinkedIn for the past 3 years, almost on like every other day. I'm putting content, which is why you see it's easier for me to get about 14,000 followers. It's about consistency because LinkedIn also limit the number of connections you can send a day, right? So we do bit by bit. If you look at messages, I'm sending out connection requests, right? I'm connecting to people. I don't just sit and wait. And because I'm also connecting to people, people are also sending me connection requests. Now I think there's a point on, connection, content and connection. You also need to send out connection requests every day, at least 10. How do you do it? Go send connection requests to recruiters. So if I come here and I see a recruiter, I'm clicking recruiter on people. So, and then these are recruiter, I'll send them connection requests, right? It's a recruiter I need, I'm already following them right here. Now, this talent acquisition at Bowie, so I can just click here. If you're sending a connection request, send it with a message, right? Don't send on your phone. Your phone will not permit you to send a message, which is why you need a laptop. I always tell a lot of people I coach is that if you're coming to a meeting, a one-on-one, and you're coming with your phone, that already shows me a level of unseriousness, right? Because when I want to share my screen and share something, you're going to be struggling to stay on the phone. That is unprofessional. You don't go to work with your phone. So it's also ethics which we need to practice to avoid. A lot of us, we are attending session upon coaching session. The reason we're not getting value in it because we don't even value it ourselves. You cannot go to the message with your meeting with the manager with the phone, right? So while you're practicing, why don't you practice what you're going to do at the job? This is something which a lot of people find it hard to do. A lot of people, you're joining meetings and then you don't want to put your camera on. You want to be behind the camera. Now, when you start facilitating meeting with leaders, you need to be on camera. So sometimes the practices that the effort we put in, we actually rejecting ourselves that we cannot be leaders. You need to be proactive. You need to do what you need to do. It's not for the good of the trainer. The trainer is not in. I'm not interested in seeing your face if you're connecting with me. I'm interested in your success. That's why I'm training you. So you need to also put that effort. It takes just less than, if you go on Facebook Marketplace with $300, you can get a good laptop that you can connect at all the time. Now, for some reason, if you might be connecting from work, that is acceptable. But even when you're connecting from work and you have the possibility, get an iPad somewhere that the screen might be even larger. You need to leverage all of this effort. You need to get serious about your own job search, right? Okay, kind of getting a bit serious about that, but just because I'm a bit kind of concerned that sometimes you constantly doing stuff that are not adding to your success and you get frustrated, but it's because you're not doing the right thing. So pay attention to that. Now, I say when you're sending a friend request, you want to send it with a message. And I'm sending a message. Hello, I see that you are a recruiter in my area. I am okay. I'm just gonna put, would you mind connecting for future collaboration? Recruiters, they're looking for people to get in. So obviously they will not say no. And then I just put thank you in advance and I put my name. Don't just click send and you don't do that. So advice, always send connection with your computer so that you can add more value on it. Now, if another valuable way, if you actually see that it's a recruiter, and I want to go a step further. I see that, okay, let me get to one. I see that the second connection. So if I go here and we share 3 mutual connections, let's say, for instance, if I know any of these people in person, I can say, hey, I see that we're mutual connection with Bella, and I can introduce myself from there if you really want to take some step further, right? But then that's if you want to go further. So content and connection is very important. Okay. Number 9, job search. This is very important, and this is what I wanted to get to the last. Now, job search is very important. When you come to search a job, there's a job menu here. Click on the job menu. Put what you want to search, right? Let's say you want to search Scrum Master. You search Scrum Master. Don't just go ahead and start applying. No, there are a lot of things you need to do. So if I come here, the first thing you want to do is sort by date. The past 24 hours, there are 40 similar positions that have been put there. Now, experience level doesn't really matter so long as the Scrum Master is Scrum Master, right? So you want to look at these. If you want only remote, you can click, okay, I want only remote. One only remote, realize that the result dropped from 4,000 to 800 and this. If you want hybrid, you can also click hybrid, about 1,000. If you want on-site, you realize that there's a whole lot. So based on what you need, you can filter it. Let's say that we want only positions that are remote. It pulls out to positions that are remote. I come right here. When I click here, right, this is already telling me that, okay, this position was posted 4 minutes ago. Now, there's an easy apply here. The next section I will talk about is leveraging LinkedIn Premium. Because I have LinkedIn Premium, I can see the recruiter and I can send the recruiter a direct message. It's better you send the recruiter a direct message than doing easy apply. Go here, click on here. LinkedIn already created a beautiful message. Remember, this is what I was saying about your headline. Based on my experience, and all of this is all about my headline. So if your headline is not right, you realize that even this message is not going to work for you. So your headline needs to be good. If your headline is good, then you may want to attach your resume right here to share with the recruiter, right? But job search, make sure you're looking for 24 hours. You can come every after 4 hours. There will be new position. So you do that, the high chances that you are going to easily get a job, or you're going to easily bypass recruiters because you are at the top position. Most time when you do easy apply, maybe the recruiter is switching to you as a fit 6, 7, 8 option, right? And then if they go through 1, 2, and they already get what they're looking for, what are they going to do? Just silence you and put you at the corner. And definitely you're like, oh, I'm frustrated. But then it's a whole combination of all what we've been discussing about. Okay. So the last point, which is about leveraging LinkedIn Premium, I just share with you. When you have LinkedIn Premium, you can message recruiters directly. So when you see a position, instead of you applying directly, you can look for the recruiter who posted the job and you can message them, right? Except in some of the cases, the recruiter will not want to put an option for you to contact them. So like for this position, citizen, you'll see that the recruiter information doesn't appear here, right? They don't want you to contact anyone. They want you to apply directly. And also see this. When you see this, you realize that, oh, there are some certain skills that you're missing. And then you can go in your on your skill level and you can add them, right? You can go there and you can add them. Agile and waterfall methodology, process improvement. Okay, conflict management, communication. So these are skills that I've not yet added on my skills. So when I do job search, I also kind of just, it helped me to know, oh, what is missing or what is missing in my profile. It's another one. And it's also kind of show you what type of information you might be missing. So, and you can go update that on your skill set. All right, perfect. So we did a good justice of going through almost what you need in to leverage LinkedIn for job search. I hope this is really important. This is one of the stuff which kind of cause a lot of people say, "Oh, I've been applying, I've not gotten a job." It's because LinkedIn is like your resume online, right? And if you're a professional, they consider every leadership to be on LinkedIn. So they pay so much attention. And that is why if your resume doesn't match with your LinkedIn, you're in trouble. Okay, that was it for today. I know it was a long session, but I wanted you to get into these details so that they're going to benefit you. If you need further coaching, reach out to me. We're going to see how I can help you. I cannot help everybody, right? So, which is why if you reach out to me, it's not a guarantee that I'm going to help you. I can only do what I can do, right? And you can also do what you can do. There are many other coaches out there that are also doing really great stuff. Sometimes you come to me and I can help you, I'll be very pleased to recommend you to someone else. Okay, I'll see you around. Have a great week. Make sure that you put in that effort. Don't be discouraged. Positive mindset. Let's win together. I'll see you again on Wednesday for another great learning session. See you then.